We live?
There you go.
We are live, fellas. Jay Cutler's Bike, Hester the Jester, Vince Evans, a.k.a. Cousin Sal, Dave Damashek, Martin Weiss. Shaq, you have a nice, pleasant smile. You feel comfortable with your Steelers? 14-3 lead at half.
Of course not. That's why I keep telling you I need to recuse myself from all Pittsburgh-related sporting events. My feels overwhelm what my brain is trying to tell me, and my brain and my heart was telling me there, don't let them get into the end zone here and make it a one-score game right before the half. But yes, overall, a nice little performance.
Looked great.
There.
It looked good. They punted on the first drive, the Bears did. You went right down the field. Najee Harris, that's exactly Steelers football. It's exactly what you'd want. What did this open at, Martin? It was 7. Steelers are favored by 7 and 40.5. Very low over-under, especially for a night game.
Yes, I actually teased it down. I thought the Steelers were going to cover, but I just could not feel good laying 7. So I teased it down. Bears plus 13.5 and
Ooh.
And
what did you just say, sir? What word just came out of your mouth?
I teased it. What? A lot of words just came out of my mouth. Dan.
Wait, who'd you tease it with? You teased it with the total?
Oh, yeah, I teased it with the total.
Under, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, that's – I mean, I predicted that's the only thing I liked in this game. The under, but I did like over Justin Fields' rushing yards. He has 28. He needs 35.5 for me to cash. Check the second half line is the Steelers minus 2.5 and 28.5. Boy, that's a lot of points. 4 touchdowns thereabouts for the second half. What am I missing here?
I'm with you at least about the total in the second half. What did they just see that would make anyone think that they're going to hit that number in the second 30 there? Man, I say it all the time, but, you know, the Pittsburgh Steelers in 2021 should not be given a touchdown to any other pro football team. And then right an hour or so before kickoff, all of a sudden, this is why I shouldn't be trusted to make picks here with the Steelers, but all of a sudden it hit me. They should be able to blow this team out. Not blow them out, but relative to the way they do things, to double digit this Bears team. So I think Marty Weiss, I mean, too late now in the rear view mirror, but that was a great teaser you did there to take it down to pick. Basically, you got it to pick there, right? And the under should be no
pick. He took the other way. He took the Bears.
Oh, you teased it. Oh, well, now I don't like that.
I don't feel great about it. I don't feel great about it. In retrospect, I should have done it the other way. I had like, half of it right. I had the teaser right, and then, just what teams and what numbers wrong.
All right, let's take a look at some of the other offerings here. FanDuel.com/extra points. Get all your sports gambling needs taken care of there. Okay, we typically look at the third touchdown scorer. That's the very next touchdown. Martin, what wasn't a great price, right, on Najee Harris to score first?
No, it's like, I think it's
550, 6-1.
Yeah,
somewhere in there. Someone there. All right, he's plus 370 to score the next touchdown. He's favored. They also have a player score a touchdown. What do you guys like? Anything to score next touchdown, to score a touchdown? Will there even be a touchdown the rest of the game?
If there was ever a game to bet no touchdown, this is this is it.
Yeah, I'm looking for it.
But I feel that we're going to see a defensive touchdown scored in the second half.
A defensive touchdown.
The way that Justin Fields is running naked boots into T.J. Watt, and the way that Ben Roethlisberger throwing the ball behind people and going 5 wide on the goal line, I just see a pick 6 fumble return we almost saw one already, right? We were close to one, close enough. I think we see a defensive touchdown.
All right, so that could be fun. Pittsburgh's 9-1 to score a defensive touchdown. Chicago 12-1 to score a defensive touchdown. Yeah, you could root every play. You got something at stake if you take both of those. Shaq, who do you like from your squad to score? By the way, Deontay Johnson's is much better than I thought. He has 13 targets each of the last 2 weeks, 5 out of 6 weeks, double-digit targets. He's plus 230 to score. You like that at all?
That's exactly what I was just going to say there, Sal. I like Deontay Johnson. Very quiet in the half. Got, I think, but 1 target, unless I missed something there. He's Roethlisberger's favorite pass catcher. And
2 receptions, 13 yards. Yep. Yeah.
2. Oh, he had a second catch there. All right. See, I stand corrected. But I hope I'll be correct at 18 gets a target here for a touchdown early in the second half. The Steelers, if you believe that that's a big possession for him to start the second half, they're getting the ball here. That's good news. So first touchdown score, if you buy the Steelers' ability to put a drive together coming out of the locker room, take someone on the Steelers. I'll go with Deontay Johnson. By the way, Sal, let's tell everybody we're in a fairly heated battle here.
Yes, we are.
In fantasy, you have Freiermuth. I have Najee Harris. You're up 10 now. I think you're going to be able to hold on.
10. I thought 15. I'm up 10?
50. I was all right. I was trying to add a little drama for the viewer, but yeah, it's more like 15.
All right, I'm up 15. I don't trust it. I mean, you're 6. He's going to get yards. He'll get 60. Let me see what he's expected to get, but we got to keep him out of the end zone. Hey, before I look at that, let me see this Big Ben. Am I reading this right? I made a fool out of myself with the Michigan State to make the playoff, to not make the playoff, because now it's clear Michigan State isn't, but that's a whole different thing. Big Ben to throw an interception is plus 340. Really? He hasn't thrown a pass tipped? I know, 4 games.
He hasn't thrown one in a month, but yeah, which to me, I think, I think he's due already. Yeah, Marty Weiss hits. I mean, there are a couple of balls every week off of his arm that get deflected, or they're behind somebody, or just plain ill-advised. He throws into a guy 50-50 balls. Yeah, that's
I like
that.
Really good idea.
I'm gonna take that. It might not even be his fault. He can get something tipped at the line of scrimmage, whatever. Mark, what do you think?
I like that. I mean, if you like, I like Chicago defensive touchdown. That's how I think it would happen, right? It's going to be off a tip ball interception, that's much safer than 12-1 odds. And what you said was plus 360,
340. Yeah,
plus
I'm gonna take that.
Yeah, I like that much better than.
It's weird to watch
Shaq, but I do think there's good value there.
Yeah, I agree with you. New and improved Ben Roethlisberger, though, unveiled this Monday night. There were 2 situations where any other time in his career he would have tried to throw the ball, tried to do something with it, tried to run away with it, where he's instead he was wrapped up by the defender. I think it was Robert Quinn had him. You could see he was thinking about throwing that ball in the air, and he decided to eat it. And there was one, in the red zone too that he threw away. That generally speaking, he would try to jam a throw in there. Maybe this is the new look number 7. Now you
called it. You called it with this team. You laid it out nicely. I don't know what happens after the Lions, but it looks like if you hold on against the Bears and you defeat the Lions at home this coming week, now you're 6-3. Martin, do we lock in our pup of the week with the Lions over the Steelers on Sunday?
Absolutely.
No, we can't do it.
I mean, I just might have to, but right now I'm just having this moment of thinking about Justin Fields and how sad he looked on the sidelines in the last 20 seconds of the second quarter. My man, he looked like, I like the way he looks when he's running with the ball. Every so often he'll throw a nice ball down the middle of the field, but it looks sad times.
Why don't they roll him out? It makes no sense. What did they think they drafted? That's exactly what he does well. It's bizarre.
He looks so funny with the ball under his arm, and it's just like, why not? Why don't you should do that? Why not?
Yeah, I don't know what I'm watching anymore. Even in the last few years, this shifted, right? Like I'd say the same thing as you, Shaq. Roll them out, design run plays from the shotgun. This front 7 is demoralizing. He'll get more opportunities. He'll open stuff up, and then you hear experts say like, "Oh no, they want to protect the quarterback. They don't want the rookie quarterback running too much, not too much mileage." Like what? Didn't every rookie quarterback run a lot? Didn't Josh Allen run a lot? Didn't Mahomes run a lot? Kyler Murray? And now they stop after 3 years. It's like, okay, it's just not part of their thing anymore. But this is the year to do it, I thought.
Well, I mean, especially if you're Matt Nagy, he has to know, right? Like, hey, Matt, you ain't going to be around for year 4 of Justin Fields. You're not going to be around probably for the end of year 1 for Justin Fields, the way things are going. You better go for broke here and start using your best weapon on offense. It's bizarre to watch what they're doing or not doing with that kid. And it's not like there's a deficit of skill position guys. They just don't have an offensive line, and they're getting trucked so far.
Yeah. What else do we like here? I want to give the fans, whoever's listening, a couple more. Martin, have you been looking at any? So it's 2.5 and 28.5. I'm taking the under. I'm taking under 28.5 in the second half. That is too many points. There's going to be long drives the rest of the way. Ben plus 340 to throw a pick. Martin, you like both defenses, or you're betting both defenses score. Chicago
Yeah.
12-1, Pittsburgh 9-1. Sheck, what did you say? Oh, Deontay Johnson plus 230 to score a touchdown. Right?
Yeah, I'm not gonna put any of my own loot on it. Of course, I wouldn't bet against the Steelers, but I do like the Bears. What'd you say, 2.5? I like the Bears plus the 2.5 there. I think this feels like maybe what's that, 2.5? Yeah, I feel like maybe both teams maybe they match each other with 10 points aside or something along those lines. I definitely think the under is juicy. That's a bizarre second half total. You said 28. But yeah,
I read that wrong. I'm an idiot. It's 18.5. I just they make you do the math here. It's 18. I still like it under, but yeah, that's considerably. I'll go under there. Martin, Sheck, anybody? I know Sheck, you're not doing this. Martin, can I entice you in a plus 920 Bears money line?
No, I already messed up this teaser, and I already feel like I'm fading enough Big Ben with the interception and the Chicago defensive touchdown. In good conscience, I don't want to put too much money on the Chicago Bears. They are, at the end of the day, a terrible football team.
Oh man, it's so weird. One of these days, we'll talk about this more on Wednesday on Extra Points, but Brady sat the weekend. Aaron Rodgers sat the weekend. They're the big winners. Brady sees the team that he beat, that beat him. Now they're done. The Saints now, they're not going to catch the Tampa Bay. Plus his MVP status rises with the Josh Allen dud. Brady's looking good. Aaron Rodgers, obviously, for many reasons, looking good. And the Vikings and the Bears, it doesn't seem like.
Did you hear -3 yet, Sal?
I did listen, yes.
Oh, I was going to say, that's eerie because that's
was that the same thing? Yeah.
I said exactly that. The three big winners were the two guys you just named and Baker Mayfield, who somehow is better. The team in general is better without fancy number 13 there. That's very strange. And by the way, if we're shouting each other out here, kudos to you. Nobody knows their team better, not just for the good reasons, but the bad reasons. And Sal, he tapped into what his Cowboys are all about. You were quite sure that given 9.5 was not going to work out. I don't think you thought it was going to be that grim, but
we could
tip of the hat anyway.
Martin, a very underrated stat, Martin, is Teddy Bridgewater on the road against the spread. As an underdog and just on the road in general. It's like 25-4. Like this number comes out of nowhere and we glance at it. We never speak about it, but there are thoughts that he's the best quarterback in the AFC West. I think that might be taking it too far, but it's very weird. I can't wait to break it down with you guys on Wednesday. What were you going to say, Martin?
I was just going to say, I mean, while we're out here, I didn't know that Damashek was keeping all your press clippings, Sal. I mean, he shouts himself out for his Pup of the Week streak. He shouts you out for your various streaks.
What's yours? The Texans, they didn't win. What do you want me to shout out?
I'm saying, when I was saying, when you guys laughed at me when I said the Saints were going to beat the Buccaneers outright. On Wednesday, I walked in the room. I heard nothing. I heard
shut up. What are you talking about? Absolutely shouting you out. Shame the devil. How dare you make those charges at me? I absolutely hailed you for that fine pick. And you're looking for rewards when this past week. When was that game? That was a week and a half ago. I have to shout you out for that now. In the meantime, you picked the Texans to beat the Dolphins, listen, we must stop with the cute crap around the Texans. They're an abomination. Stop picking them to do stuff. One. And two, you want to get back. This is my comfort zone, so I'll pat myself on the back again. I told you Purdue was going to beat Michigan State, didn't I?
It's a good call. It was a fun game. They beat them up, and you're right, Michigan State. We laughed at those odds, Martin, and now there's no shot for Michigan State to make it. But we'll talk about this, so much more Wednesday, Extra Points. In the meantime, check out Martin and TJ Lemon Pepper Parlay. Check out -3. Sheck and Spaghetti, lots of fun. You got to get he went through all the quarterbacks. I mean,
Lance Zierlein was great.
We know for the next 4 years which quarterbacks to take. This is amazing.
He's as sharp as it gets, but you know what? You mentioned Lemon Pepper Parlay. Can't wait to hear what Hoosh thinks is going on with them Bengals, huh?
Yeah, I talked to Hoosh today, Martin. I was on with he and Rob Parker. They're fast friends now. He fills in for Broussard. Fast friends. Unbelievable what goes on. All right, check us out Wednesday. You'll be there? Oh, right. Okay. Check us out Wednesday. We'll be back.